Yo, what's going on, people? I just want to show my carry gun in its final form. This is my M&P 2.0 by Smith & Wesson. I carry it in the Tier 1 MSP holster. I'll be grabbing the sidecar for an additional magazine soon for that particular firearm. It is clear, no magazine. So let's go from the top to the bottom. This has the factory iron sight, which are optic height slash suppressor height sights. I have the Wesson EPS on here. It is the solar variant. I chose the solar variant because if the battery dies, I can still run the dot as long as I have some form of ambient lighting. And it has some other reticle options, a 32 MOA circle, a circle and a dot combo. I just run it with a 2 MOA dot. That's how I prefer to run it. I don't want the additional clutter. I want all the information possible. Secondly, I have the Streamlight TRL 1 HL. It has a continuous on, a momentary on, and strobe feature. That's that. Thirdly, I have the Apex Tactical Polymer Flat Fork Face trigger. Trigger is amazing. I chose blue because I love blue. Thing is phenomenal. So let's show you the functionality of this trigger. So from the point that the blade is fully depressed into the trigger shoe, you're at the wall. Break right after it. No creep, no mush, nothing. Reset is short, abysmal really. Break. Show you that again. Reset is that far, so I'm gonna take it off. Depress the blade into the shoe, you're at the wall. When you get that break. Reset. Shout out to Apex. The amalgamation between this trigger and internals, it comes with some springs, it comes with a plunger and a sear actuator. And yo, I have set mine up for duty carrier, so I set it to be about 4.38 pounds. I think that's what the diagram listed the spring combination as. This breaks under 3 pounds. Has to be like 2.9, 2.8, something like that. I have no problem with it. It has a really defined wall, and you have to be intentional about pulling this trigger. So familiarize yourself with your firearm and your setup. That way you don't have any negligent or accidental discharges. So yeah, trigger is extremely quick because it has a really short reset, really crisp break. You can't ask for a better trigger. I tried the Overwatch Precisions, the Timney Alphas. I tried, the most popular ones, and the Apex is the way to go. You cannot beat this trigger, and setting it up is relatively easy. So yeah, and how you set up is going to stay. This is run off of springs, and the springs are not going to get worn out or broken in or anything like that. So how you set it up is going to be that. If you want it lighter, there is a lighter, spring set for the Apex. I think it's supposed to be at like 3 pounds, probably a little less, but it definitely, if you put that in there, this breaks at about a little under 3 pounds. That, competition, spring setup is going to break at 2, probably a little under 2 pounds, almost 19, 11 poundage, 20, 11 poundage on your trigger. I have a secondary M&P, which is my competitor. Have dummy rounds in there. This is clear. Magazine is out, clear. This one has, out of factory, flat face trigger, mag well. It has a bunch of lightning cuts and all that good stuff. I have a Surefire on here, and I also have the Wesson 507 competition dot on there. Has extended magazine release, and I have about 10 magazines. 7 of those 10 are interchangeable. I ordered the base plates for the other 2 17-round magazines I have to fit this mag well as well. This magazine is loaded. I'm not going to rack the slide. So this gun with the 23 rounders how I run my competitions. I shoot PCSL matches. I'll shoot some USPSA matches or IDP matches in the future. I just loaded a dummy round in there. But man, Smith & Wesson has been, the experience owning the guns and dealing with their customer service has been great. Had people say that their customer service isn't the best. I haven't yet to have an issue. They send me free springs when I've misplaced them while cleaning guns or changing parts. They've sent me a free magazine when I called and asked about a replacement magazine. They sent it to me for free. Threat protectors for barrels and all that good stuff. Free. I've yet to pay for a part to come from Smith & Wesson. I just called them up and ordered the base plates for the 17-round mags for the competitor. They send it for free. I'll be getting them within the next week or so. So shout out to Smith & Wesson and their phenomenal customer service. Shout out to the great design, ergonomics. This is one of the softer recoiling polymer striker fire handguns on the market. So you can't go wrong with the MP 2.0 compact, the full size. I've owned them, almost all of them. I've had the 40 Smith & Wesson. I have not had any of the 45s, those 10mm ones, but I've had the older one with that before the optic rated one came out. I had the special edition ones. I think I had the Bull Shark Gray 2022 Spec Series. That's where my 23-round magazine came from. I traded a friend a 17-round or 15-round magazine for his 23-rounder. Now I have 3 23-rounders for shooting competition. Man, what more can you ask for? I will be throwing the Apex trigger in the metal competitor in the future. In no rush to do that because the gun shoots fine the way that it is. I just want a crisper break and pretty much a little bit faster trigger, but can't go wrong with these guns. I've had the CZP-10F, I've had the Walther PDP Pro SD, the standard PDP Compact on several different occasions. I sold it every time. I liked the gun, it just was a boring gun in my opinion. Had Glock 26 because I wanted something smaller that took, full-size magazines. I had the P365 XLs, the 365 standard my wife carries. Shield Plus. Man, I like my subcompact, compact, and full-size firearms, so I stick to a larger gun. My fingers are long. I don't have super large hands. I have long fingers. So if I need a larger grip to be able to wrap my fingers around it and get a good purchase on the firearm when I'm shooting. So I opt for the larger handguns. I like guns from other brands. I like CZs. I like Walthers. I like some Glocks, depending on what they are. But man, Smith & Wesson has been good for me for these past 10, 12 years I've been carrying them. I started on the SD9VE. That was a decent gun. Didn't have a single problem with it. It just had a heavy trigger and it was gritty. I could have put an Apex in that. I ended up selling that and buying the MP 2.0 when the 2.0s came out. So money got up a little bit, came up a little bit, and I would have got the MP. I'm racking with MPs since. Yeah, man, if you have any questions pertaining to them or, comparisons you want to hear about, hit me up, leave a comment, like, share the videos, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell for notifications so when I do drop new content, you guys are able to find it relatively quickly. With YouTube, they try to hide firearms related content. So by subscribing and liking and commenting, interacting with the posts, they show you more content from me and also from other gun tubers. So man, I appreciate you watching. Have a great day. Peace.